here we are, folks, in the middle of the windshield install. Now old windshield's out. We have not cleaned all this old sealant out yet, but we're just doing a test fit. Occasionally the LP arrows, especially with a lot of the new ones, their windows tend to be a little on the small side. But as you can see, we're proud by about 1/2 inch on the right hand side, and we'll come around over here, and we're about 1/4 inch proud on the pilot side, and it pushes forward nicely into the seam. So once we get all the old sealant out, it'll be we'll push it in the final place, and we'll be ready to do some marking. We're waiting on the bow to dry so we can test fit the bow in here and scribe the windshield. Then it's a matter of bringing the windshield down to proper size and then start the process of the canopy bow seal. And before we actually do the glue up, once we have it pushed into place and held where we want it, then we'll come back and we'll mark this hole, this one, and we'll drill those since those are countersunk, and we'll mark these on the side, and we'll make sure we have a slight countersink into the plastic. Not much, because this is an 1/8 inch windshield. We don't have a 1/4 inch to work with like we do in the 4-place airplanes. C. Bailey does make a 3/16 windshield. It's a little harder to fit in the 2-place airplanes, but it does a little bit with sound dampening. So that's where we are. We'll be back in a few minutes. So now you can see that we've cleaned all the combing and the gap where the windshield is going to go. We've gotten the foam off. We've gotten the PRC. We've gotten the RTV 732, the Dow Corning, off, and we've gotten the rope caulk originally put in by the factory out. This windshield came out for a paint job years ago, so it's all nice and clean now. And so now we're going to clean it all with alcohol and get ready for the rope caulk. But now we have to come back and do one more windshield fit. And just to kind of show you what we removed, here's a pile on the floor. We didn't get all of it in the pile, but this is all the old sealant that was up in there holding your windshield in. So it's all been removed, now going to get thrown away, and we're going to come out with new. So stand by for a bit more fun. Now we're getting ready to set the windshield into place, but we've done a couple of things since we last talked to you. We've oversized the holes, bigger than the screws, and we've countersunk them all the way around. We've come back and made a 1-inch strip where the bow is going to go, using various tape to get it here, and then using sandpaper to rough up the plexiglass. This gives us a little bit rougher surface area to grab onto with the sealant. We've cleaned this with alcohol. We've cleaned the bow with alcohol. Now we're ready to set the windshield directly into place and get the front screws in, check the side screws, and then at that point we're ready to mix up some sealant, squirt it all into place, clamp everything up. Now because this is a 2-place airplane, here's another little trick. There's no baggage door to come out once you do it, because when we put the windshield in, this is all going to be clamped shut. The windshield will be in place, it'll be clamped, and there'll be 4 big clamps holding the windshield closed to the canopy so that the bow is perfectly aligned with the canopy. So how do you get out of the airplane? Because it has to cure for 2 days. Well, what you do is you come here and you take out a window. And then we have a step ladder, and we have a rope up above that we're going to push the airplane back a little further in the hangar so that whoever comes out the window, and it'll be Tim, can come out, get a foot here. We'll help steady him under the step ladder. He can come out of his airplane. And then the last thing we do is we'll set a small ceramic heater back here on something non-flammable so that it can run all night. Letting the warm air come out through the 1-inch crack up in the windshield and help that sealant cure. It takes 2 days. It'll be good and solid tomorrow morning, but we really don't want to disturb it for 36 hours because, again, the windshield we took out was in here since 1969. That's 49 years. Allow it to cure and be in good position, and so we hope you find these tips useful. Thanks for watching, and have a good day flying your Grumman.